Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. You've been searching in the dark, sweat soaking through the floor. And buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, stealing your mind, and all that was real is left behind. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what comes after. Your fever dream, can't you see, getting closer. Just surrender, cause you feel the feeling taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's flooding open. It's the preacher and the prophet and your blind devotion. There's something breaking at the brink of every wall that's holding all that you know. So tell me, do you wanna go? Where it's covering all the colored lights, where the runaways are running the night. Impossible comes true, it's taking over you.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to J.P. Parise Arena here in beautiful Faribault, Minnesota. It's the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres 14U squad taking on Culver Academy. Your starting lineup for Coach Murray's team is going to be Cinnamon Weaver, along with number 19, Kate Watson. It'll be Mackenzie Graby, along with Madigan Nemke, and Ava Karami, number 13, as your other defender. In the net, Weaver fires a shot blocked by Culver. Here to the near side, chipped out of the zone into the hands of Karami, who's going to slide all the way down in between the net, in between the pipes, number 30, Max Sunderbrook. Karami behind the net of Sunderbrook, sends it to the far side for Jaboskova. Out of the zone for Clifford. Clifford across center and across the blue line. Now, top left goes, fires one across the blue paint, looking for Wallander, and saved by Chelko. Picked up here by Vasily, another save by Chelko. Now we'll get an offensive zone face-off for the Sabres. The Sabres wearing their home whites with maroon on the shoulder pads, outlined by black trim. There's going to be about a 2-inch band of maroon and black around the armbands, waist, and socks. The classic straight black pants, black helmets, black gloves with maroon and white trim. For the visiting Culver Academy Eagles, their away maroon jerseys along with white numbers, white letters, 2 stripes. Oh, we're going to get a penalty here on the Sabres. Finishing up, Culver Academy has got a double white armband around the waist and socks. Helmets are maroon, gloves are maroon with white trim. The Culver Academy family wanted a double penalty on Wallander. Wallander heads to the sin bin here for tripping right away at 15:43 to go here in period number 1. And we are shorthanded, folks. This penalty kill brought to you by Classic Packaging of Northbrook, Illinois. Classic Packaging. You can't have a penalty without a box. Your penalty killers out there now are going to be Sophia Monaco along with Savannah Stamp. Your blue liners are going to be McIntosh and DeBus. At the point, firing a shot, saved by Sunderbrook, was going to be number 2, Wisner, from the high point. 1:37 to go here in that Classic Packaging PK. 15:20 to go here in the period. There was 17 minutes to start this first period. It'll be Monaco going to take your draw against Liebecker. Monaco, one out there by Liebecker, out to the point for Gassot. Gassot over here near, so looking for the backdoor play. Looking for the save by Sunderbrook. Picked up by Monaco, who's going to fire one down. It'll be played by Chelko. Coming in is going to be Stamp on the forecheck. Out here to the near side for Liebecker, going to collect the loose change. Blocked by Stamp. Puck's sent over to the far side, now right back over here to the near side for Liebecker. Liebecker curling it right at the boards here to Gassot. Gassot with the heavy shot. We saw her down in Culver, and she makes a move to the right wing corner. Down behind Karame. Gassot controlling right to left here to the near side. Harassed by Karame. Out to the point for Gwynn. Gwynn back to Gassot. Down on the corner for O'Brien. Back to Gwynn. Out to the point for Gassot. Picked up here by Weaver. It's Weaver in a one-on-one against Jonason. Weaver goes down to the corner, hangs on to it, right to left. Cinnamon going up the far side. Hits the brakes. Put him in a wall there by Jonason. Loose change collected by Gwynn. Gwynn going to hit right up here to the near side for Wu. Wu in front of Nemke. Top of the left circle. She hits the brakes, looking to set up shop. 36 seconds to go on that Classic Packaging PK. Connolly collects the loose change on the far side. Looking to set up things, going to be the Eagles. Looking to go up the middle. Firing a shot, saved by Sunderbrook, as she tried to go short side. Into the hands of Karami, who's going to mash one down all the way behind the net. Picked up by Chelko, the netminder of the Eagles. 17 seconds to go on that Classic Packaging PK. It's Kate Watson on the forecheck now. Coming up the far side is going to be the Eagles. Touch forward by Cyric. Towards Sunderbrook, who's going to make the save as Schultz comes up in front of her and makes sure nobody gets the second look opportunity. Wallender's got 6 seconds to go on that Classic Packaging PK. Out there now for Coach Murray's squad will be Kate Watson along with Graby up front. Blue liners are going to be Az Vasily and Sergeant Schultz. Schultz wraps one around here to the near side. Graby comes trucking in left wing hash marks. And out back behind the net, behind Schultz to the far side for Vasily. We are even strength. Adds up towards Silliman. Picked up here by Graby. Graby in a one-on-one in front of Schuler. High slot, fires a shot over Chelko's net. Back to Watson. Watson fires one off the left post. Loose change for Schuler. Schuler headmans it over here to the near side for Pertain. Chopped at it, going to be Watson. Far side, Hale comes in along with Vasily. Sent to the right wing corner by the Eagles. Collected by Eloise DeBus. Number 18 sends it up here to the near side for Watson. Watson back to DeBus, over to Silliman, who poke checks it forward. It's DeBus and Hale in a 2-on-2 against Schuler and Wisner. Down to the right wing corner, DeBus going to get position. Down the left wing corner she goes, trying to send one over to Jaboskova, and it's picked off by the Eagles. Knocked loose by Silliman. Puck's going to slide in the left wing corner for Allie McIntosh. McIntosh, left to right. Breaks it out off the stick into the hands of Gwynn. Coming in is going to be the Sabres. McIntosh picked it off for DeBus. DeBus over to Hale. Off her skates back to Eloise. Going to go up a take a flip one to Jaboskova. Julie going to work. JJ in the right wing corner. Jaboskova curls back around, tried to center pass towards Hale, was tied up there by Wisner. Coming in is Gassot, trying to drag one off right corner. Here she goes. Puck protection, try to one hand. Nemke fires one back, tied up by Hale in the slot. Coming in, fires a shot in. It's going to be a Sabres goal at 12:27, folks. And I do not have my replay turned on. Do you believe that? Oh, I did. I could have fired that one up. It's going to be a Claire Clifford goal. At 12:27, Cece on the board. Here in period number 1. As we make our, we don't even have a scoreboard up there, do we? I can't even tell what's going on here, folks. Oh, my scoreboard is way off. There it is. There we go. That's 1-0, folks. All kinds of technical difficulties here. It's going to be Monaco and Wallander along with Savannah Stamp. Monaco gets it, sends it over to Karame. Karame to Nemke, back at the Stamp. In the left wing corner, it goes, no icing, waved off. Stamp on the forecheck. Cut back, coming in is going to be Monaco, or going to be Wallander rather. Picked off by the Eagles, Monaco covering D. Karame pinching in, down to Wallander. Wallander pinned in there by number 7, Connolly. Monaco going to tie it up at left wing hash mark. She gets on the defensive side of it. Wallander down in the corner, trying to dig it out there. Monaco hanging on to it, trying to muscle it forward is going to be Brittain. Monaco doing a good job hanging on to it. Puck slides behind the net, collected by Schuler. Left to right, breaking it out here to the near side of the Eagles. Cut off by Stamp, just past the reaching hands of Sophia Monaco. Monaco over to Karame. Karame across the blue line, top and right circle. Monaco has the net. Karame fires a shot just over the glove of Chelko. Trying to push on his own is going to be the Eagles. Into the hands of Graby. Graby to Vasily. Vasily tough. Karame stick in the right wing corner. It goes. Nope. I guess she did not touch it. That'll be an icing. And at 11:19 to go here in the period, we're going to bring that one all the way back. Face-off goes down to the left wing circle to the right of Sunderbrook. Your lineup now for the Sabres is going to be Watson at center, Weaver, and that's going to be Graby, your other winger. Blue liner is going to be Vasily and Sergeant Schultz. Right side, Eagles going to work. Number 13, Watanabe. Firing a shot from the point. Shot blocked by Weaver. Or Graby, rather. Puck slides all the way down the left wing corner. Going to be picked up by Wisner. Wisner left to right behind Chelko. Hits the brakes. Weaver going to regroup on the forecheck to the far side. Coming in is McIntosh. Shoveled forward by number 27, Jonason, who drops it back into the hands of Cyric. Far side all the way down. It's going to go for the icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 10:42 to go here in period number 1. Face-off goes to the right wing circle. Your lineup out there now will be Cece and Jaboskova flanking Madrid Sanderstrom as your centerman. Blue liners are going to be McIntosh and DeBus. Chipped out of the zone. Here comes the Eagles in front of DeBus. High right circle comes down. Puck protects the left wing corner. Cut off by the Sabres. Pushed out of the zone by Clifford. It'll be Clifford and Sanderstrom on the forecheck now. Pulling it back is Gasol. Sanderstrom forces her to go to the right wing corner. D-to-D pass here to the near far side now. Gasol forces back here to the near side. Out towards Nemke. In between the legs of Madigan. All the way to the left wing corner for Karame. No icing. Picked up by Karame. Sliding it over to the far side. Picked up by Gwynn of the Eagles. Right wing hash mark. Sanderstrom popped it loose. Picked back up by Gwynn. Sends it to net. Broken up by Nemke. Nemke to Karame. Karame across the Sabre line. Picked up by Clifford. Clifford, right side, comes in, bottom of the field. Fires it across looking for Jaboskova. Play broken up by Gasol. Out of the zone. Here comes the Eagles. In front of Nemke, Karame, and Sophia Monaco. Into the left wing corner. Nemke pops it loose for Sophia. Sophia behind Sunderbrook. Left to right on the far side. Sophia curls back around. Does not like the zone exit. Back here, rough right wing corner. Sends over to Nemke here to the near side. Makes a move around the Eagles forechecker out to Claire Clifford, who's going to send one all the way down. We're going to get an icing as Cece did not touch it. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 9:26 to go here in the period. Face-off goes to the left of Mac's glove. That'll be Monaco on your draw. Silliman and Stamp in the slot, along with Vasily and Sergeant Schultz on the half wall. Monaco against Connolly on your draw. Monaco wins the draw down for Schultz. Schultz to Vasily. Over to Silly here to the near side. Silliman. Little Gorbatenko flip the center pass. Stamp. Knocked down by the Eagles and thrown right back the other way. Eagles Cyric dump one in. Collected by Vasily, who's going to slam one out to Stamp. Stamp chips one off the defender. Cyric picked back up by Stamp. Sealing up the wall. Monaco trying to pick her pocket. She does. Somebody call the cops. Highway robbery in broad daylight. Monaco taken down with the cross check. No call. In the left wing corner. Rebound here to the near side. Picked up by Schuler. Cut off by Silliman. Up the near side. Kept him by Schultz, who fires one back behind the net. Puck slides over to the left wing corner. Monaco coming in. Forces number 22, Cyrek, to regroup and pull it back around here to the near side. Silliman on the forecheck now, along with Gravy. Puck goes D-to-D, backside for Cyrek. Cyrek breaking out. Knocked off the puck. McIntosh going to slam her into the wall. McIntosh went head first in there. She had taken down Brattain. And McIntosh going to head to the sin bin at 8:33 to go here in the period. Cross-checking will be the call on McIntosh here in period number 1 at 8:33. So the Sabres are shorthanded once again.
Oh, geez, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're okay. This penalty kill brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts Coffee. America runs on Dunkin'. Dunkin' Donuts Coffee, the official coffee of the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres. Parents, your penalty killers out there now are going to be Wallander and Weaver up front. Karame and DeBus on D. Centering pass around, saved by Thunderbrook. Rebound into the hands of Gasso, met by Wallander and DeBus. She makes a move around both. Back out to the point. Wisner over here to Wigwin, looking for the middle play and for number 15 of the Eagles. That's going to be Liebecker. Back up front, firing a shot in is going to be Gasso on the front door. Let's check the replay on that one, folks. Gasso is the one with the heavy shot here for the Eagles. Playing it up the middle. Wallender's got to come back and get it. Gasso wide open in front of Sunderbrook at 8:10 here in period number 1. We have ourselves a tie game as we make our way back out to center ice. Out there now for the Sabres is going to be Jaboskova along with Clifford and Wallander as your centerman. Crew liners are going to be Vasily and Sergeant Schultz. Schultz looking to hit Jaboskova all the way towards the net of Chelko. She'll smother it and no rebound given as Julie came in for the to force the whistle with the pressure at 8:01. So it's JJ and CC flanking Wallander. Schultz and Vasily on D. Wallander on your draw. Face-off won by Connolly, and it's picked up here by Connolly out of the zone. Swatted away by Vasily, and the Sabres going to tag back up. JJ on the forecheck against Gasso. D-to-D pass here to the near side. Trying to bust it out. Cut off there by Wallander. Picked up by CC. Glove down by CC. It went off an Eagle stick, and it's picked up here by Watanabe. Watanabe, top of the right circle, going against Schultz. Fires a shot, saved by Sunderbrook, and she chips it up in the air and flashes the leather by snatching it out of there. Making it look easy is number 30. Here at 7:36 to go in period number 1. Your lineup out there now for the Sabres. Stamp, Nemke, and Silliman in the slot. Monaco on your draw, won it back to Karame. Karame, right wing half wall. Gorbatenko flipper out the center. Stamp gets the umpire position against Wisner. Poke check loose by Wisner, knocked inside the zone by Monaco, and it's going to be collected by Brattain. Monaco on the forecheck along with Stamp. They go D-to-D here to the near side. Wisner pulling it back now. She drops it off in the right left wing corner for Cyrek, who's going to headman it past Stamp. Collected by the Eagles. Pushing it up the ice. Knocked down by the referee. Get out of the way stripe. Stamp sends it into the hands of Cyrek. Monaco on the forecheck against Wisner. Back over to Cyrek. Broken up by Stamp. Bouncing towards the blue line past Karame. Into the right wing corner. Memke with the inside position against number 27, Jonason. Come away with it is going to be Karame. She hits the brakes, but it's picked off. Left wing side. Breaking out. Intercepted by Silliman. Here comes Silliman. Number 22 across center. Going to fire one in. Little Gorbatenko flipper towards Chelko. She makes the stick save, and it's collected by Schuler. Schuler over here to the near side. Gasso looking like she's playing forward now. And here she comes across center. Heading toward the middle. Broken up by the Sabres. Back in the blue line, it goes out to Schuler. Schuler over to the far side. Back to Gasso. Gasso right here inside the zone, tipped in by O'Brien. Collected by the Sabres, DeBus. DeBus left around behind Sunderbrook, sends over to McIntosh. McIntosh here to the near side for Weaver. Weaver couldn't get a hold of it. Bouncing puck is loose for McIntosh. It was thrown away by the Eagles. McIntosh bodied off the puck with back in the hands of Watson. Watson Gravy fired a shot, saved by Chelko at 6:05 to go here in period number 1. Face off to the left wing circle at 6:05. It'll be Wallander along with Jaboskova and Clifford up front. Schultz and Vasily left to right on D. Wallander on your draw against Wu. Wallner. Face-off won by Wu, picked up by Cyric. Goes D to Wisner, who breaks it on here to the near side for Liebecker. Back up the ice for Wu. Over to Gwynn. Far side in front of the Sabre benches, met by Schultz, who knocked it free behind the net. Schultz in a foot race. Down behind the net. Schultz slams it up off of Liebecker. Back by the Zamdors it goes. Left wing corner near side. Coming in is going to be Schultz again. Bodies it loose. Picked back up by the Eagles' Liebecker. Knocked free by Wallner towards Clifford. Kept in by Wisner. Sent back into the corner. Schultz inside position. 2 Eagles down behind the net playing from Gretzky's office. Center pass the foot. Shot fired by Liebecker over the net. Into the right wing corner, collected back by Liebecker out to the point, off the stick of Wisner. It's going to be Clifford in a foot race against Wisner, trying to get the position on it. And Wisner does a nice job. Blocked by Jaboskiva, picked up by Wu, back to JJ, who makes a move around Wu. High slot, fired a shot. Shot blocked by the Eagles. Here to the near side, kept off the stick of Nemke. Thought she was going to keep it in. It'll be collected by Karame. Karame going here to the near side for Clifford and tapped in the zone, looking for the line change, trying to catch him on the stretch pass. And it's going to be thrown right back the other way. Here comes the Eagles across the blue line. O'Brien looking for the centering pass, broken up there by Kaya Hale, collected back by Karame. Karame, a left wing hashman, trying to muscle one out of his own. Chip forward past Schuler by Sanderstrom, dragged forward by Hale. Right point, Hale walking it in, trying to send it to Sanderstrom into the hands of O'Brien, or Brittain rather, who drops it back to Schuler. Schuler here to the near side for O'Brien. And they go far side across the blue line right side. In front of the bus, firing a shot, saved by Sunderbrook. No rebound given at 4:28 here in period number 1. Your lineup out there now is going to be Kate Watson at center, Max Graby, Mackenzie Graby, and Cinnamon Weaver in the slot with the bus. McIntosh, your other defender. The bus going to fire that one down towards Chelko, who's going to have to play it, no icing. Here comes Weaver for the second look opportunity to put pressure on it. Chelko has to freeze it, and at 4:18, we'll get an offensive zone draw for the Sabres. Weaver heads to the slot. Graby goes to the half wall. Watson on your draw, DeBus, and McIntosh on D. McIntosh from left point fires a shot. Tipped by Watson, picked up by DeBus, right wing corner. Send it over D to D. He's going to slide it past, or not D to D, slide it past Watson. McIntosh comes streaking in. Picked up by the Eagles, Krantz. Krantz left wing corner, backing up is Graby. Krantz behind the net of Chelko, goes D to Schuler. Coming in is Weaver. Off of Weaver's stick into the glass it goes. Picked up by Watson, who gloves it down to herself. Knocked loose by Connolly. Over towards Krantz, and it's intercepted by Graby. First going to send one back over here to the near side. Watson comes trucking, right wing half wall. Sends it to DeBus. DeBus fires a one-timer. Shin guard blocked by O'Brien. Back out of the zone for DeBus to McIntosh. McIntosh to Graby, and the Sabres regroup and chip it in. It's Watson on the forecheck. The lone forechecker of the Sabres. She's got Schuler pinned in. Picked up by Connolly. Goes over to Krantz. Krantz up to Liebecker. And here comes Silliman on the back check along with Stamp. Poke check by Vasily. Here comes Stamp. We're going to get, I don't know why he had his arm up. Oh, offsides, maybe for the girl who's still inside his own. Poke check by Stamp. Picked up by Wu. Far side. Fires one on the back door looking for Liebecker. Here to the near side. Liebecker trying to send it down low. Monaco coming in for support. Monaco picks it up, drops it off for Vasily. Vasily wraps one around to Stamp. Pass Stamp kept in by Gassot. Monaco comes in, pokes it off the stick of Gassot. Picked up by Gwynn. And towards the blue line, Schultz going to hook it, no call. Back out to the point for Gassot. Gassot fires a laser to blocker, saved by Sunderbrook. Here to the near side for Liebecker. Out to the left point. Wisner sends one over to the far side for Gwynn. Gwynn, right point, blocked by Stamp. Stamp picks it up. It's a 2-on-2, but Stamp's going to get the center and chips it in. It's Monaco, the lone forechecker. Wisner comes over here to the near side, just missing his Monaco, trying to stuff that breakout pass. Liebecker goes cross ice for Gwynn, who's going to push it up past Jaboskova. Monaco on the back check, knocked free by Karame. Jaboskova picks up the loose change. She's got Clifford here to the near side. JJ makes a move around, 1, now 2. JJ over to Clifford. Clifford across the blue line into Eagle territory. Cut off there by number 87, Helms. Helms going to ramp it behind the net to Gassot. And Gassot taking a look. Coming in is Jaboskova along with Wallander. Up here to the near side. Breaking it out towards the Sabre zone. Knocked loose by Nemke. Offsides would be the call. Knocked free by Karame. Collected by Nemke. Nemke looks for Clifford. Clifford collects it. Chips it past Schuler. Puck slides in the neutral zone into the hands of Watanabe. Intercepted by Clifford. Clifford walking it in right side. Collapsed down by 3. Back to Wallander. Wallander fires a backhand shot over Chelko in the left wing corner for Graby. Graby bounces one up in the air for Wallander. Wallander sends one back behind the goal line into the hands of the Eagles. Schuler Coming in is Gravy to force the forecheck and trying to create the turnover. Back in the right wing corner, Weaver coming in now. Weaver pushing it up the far side. Back in the hands, or near side for Gravy, and it's going to be collected by Watanabe out to the far side, intercepted by the Sabres. Watson over to Weaver. Weaver across the Eagle line. Toppers go far as one. Wide right of Chelko. Rebound off the end boards in the far corner for Gravy. Knocked loose by the Eagles, and here they come the other way. Connolly in front of McIntosh. 7 versus 7. McIntosh sends one forward to Gravy. Intercepted by Gasol. Past Watson. Inside the zone here. O'Brien loses the puck for Watson. Watson chips one out of the zone. Krantz of the Eagles with Silliman on the forecheck. Right back the other way. Krantz pushes it up the ice. Intercepted by Vasily. Vasily's got Monaco. Monaco going to pick it up 2-on-1 with Silliman, and she lost this puck off her stick. Offsides will be the call at 48.3 seconds to go. Tripping, actually. I take that back, folks. It's going to be a penalty. I did not see the referee with his arm raised. And Krantz is going to head to the sin bin here at 48.3 seconds to go here in period number 1. Resulting in a Sabres power play. This power play brought to you by Big Sammy's Hot Dogs. Remember what Big Sammy says, eat more hot dogs. Now serving 2 locations, one in Elk Grove, one in Elgin. Try the mozzarella logs, folks. They're fantastic. Your power play unit out there now is going to be DeBus on the right flank. Jaboskova on left flank. Right in front of that, Wallner and Clifford try to stuff one in. Vasily high in the point. And it'll be Cece and Wallner down low. DeBus, right wing hash mark's going to lose it off her stick. Out of the zone it goes. And adds Vasily going to have to regroup with 20 seconds to go here in period number 1. Jaboskova going to walk it into Eagles territory, top of the right circle. Cuts back to the high slot, looking for Wallner. Into the hands of Vasily. Fires a shot off the crossbar in the right wing corner. 10 seconds to go here in the period. $1:20 to go on that Big Sammy's power play. Over to JJ. JJ fires one forward. Blocked by Gasol with 2 seconds to go. Gasol going to eat it, and that'll do it here for period number 1. So at the end of 1, it's the Sabres 1 and the Eagles 1. As we make our way to the first intermission. This first intermission brought to you by, let's get to our intermission graphics, folks. This first intermission brought to you by Benny's Beverage Depot. If you can't find it at Benny's, it ain't worth drinking. Enjoy the intermission, folks. Welcome back, folks, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Let's get ready for some second period hockey. You're starting the lineup here for the second period for Coach Murray's squad. Jaboskova and Clifford flanking Wallner. Blue liners are going to be DeBus and Vasily. Max Sunderbrook has the net. 17 minutes around the clock, and this is a Big Sammy's power play. Remember what Big Sammy says, eat more hot dogs. Now serving 2 locations, one in Elk Grove, one in Elgin. Powering through into the right wing corner is DeBus. DeBus down low against Wisner. Back in the corner for Wallner. Wallner going to work from Gretzky's office. Over to DeBus. Fires a shot. Blocker saved by Chelko. Rebound to Jaboskova. JJ to Vasily. Vasily high point. Fires a shot. Saved by Chelko. No rebound given. And we'll get a whistle at 16:26 to go here in the period. Chelko went down there, not sure if she got knocked over by a stick or just lost her balance, as the defenders sealing it up, trying to tie up sticks in front of the net. Wallner on your draw. Back behind the right wing corner, Wisner and Wallner going at it. Far side, DeBus seals up the wall, out to the point for Vasily. Vasily walking it in. Back over to DeBus, top of the right circle, high slot for Vasily. Vasily fires a shot, blocked by Gasol, chipped out of the zone. It's going to be Vasily in a foot race. Sends one up the boards to JJ. Jeboskova carries it in front of the Sabre benches. Puck protection, one hands it to DeBus. DeBus walking it in. Right wing circle, drops it off for JJ. JJ to Wallner. Wallner fires a shot. Knocked away by the Sabres. Picked up by Gasol. Left wing corner coming in is Cece trying to knock it free. Gasol gets position. Wraps it around the far side. Nemke going to dig it out of the wall. And that'll do it for the Big Sammy's power play. We're even strength. Going to be Nemke to Karame. Karame fires a shot. Shot blocked by Nemke as she fired it into the shin guards of Madigan. Loose change for Kate Watson. Watson here to the near side. Drops it off into the corner for Nemke. Nemke towards Weaver. Weaver in front of the penalty boxes. Trying to push one into the zone. Now into the hands of Gasol, who goes right up here to the near side to O'Brien. O'Brien walking it in, right side. Trying to make a move, tied up there by Karame. Into the hands of Gravy. Going to fire one into the stands. And almost had one of the girls from Culver Academy spitting chiclets. Boy, that would have hurt, folks. And firing it all the way from the stands is going to be one of the players. Doesn't want the souvenir. Just like Wrigley Field, chucking one back in from the cheap seats. Your lineup now is going to be Watson along with Graby and Weaver. Then it's going to be Weaver now in front of the blue line, right side. Poke check by Schuler, picked up by Connolly. Watson comes in, knocks it free. It's O'Brien in front of Karame. Sends one to the slot. Nice tie up there by Nemke. Bottom left circle. Poke check forward to Weaver. Weaver over to Graby. Offer skates to Watson. It's going to be a 3-on-2. Weaver can get on it. Watson, headmans to Graby. Inside the zone, she touches up. Watson alone, forechecker. Coming in is Schuler and Watson. Watson popped it free towards the Zamdors. Collected by Cyrek. Coming in is Stamp. Out past the Sabres, collected by Schultz. Schultz chips one forward. Here comes Stamp on the back check. Fires one towards Sunderbrook. She's going to play it. Nope, she smothers it. And we'll get a whistle at 14:28 to go here in the period. Face-off goes to the right wing circle. To the left of Sunderbrook's glove. It'll be Sophia Monaco on your draw. Sergeant Schultz heads to the half wall. Stamp along with Vasily and Silliman in the slot. Face-off won by Wu. That's not Wu, sorry, Jonason. Intercepted by Monaco. Monaco to Stamp. Stamp to Silliman on the far side, off the back of Mackenzie's skates. Picked back up by Silly. Over here to the near side for Schultz. Schultz in the right wing corner, going to collect it. And the Eagles look to set up their forecheck. Left wing corner, Vasily knocked it down. Over to Monaco. Monaco to Silliman. Try to golf one out. Sent back in by the Eagles. Back to Vasily. Vasily over to Schultz. Schultz here to the near side. Sauces one to Stamp. Off the stick of Gasol. Inside the Eagle territory. Broken up at center. Jonason against Monaco. Drops it off in the right wing corner. And it's going to be Gasol coming in. Monaco forces Gasol to curl around. Forcer here to the near side. Gasol picks it up. Out towards Hale. Breaking it out off the stick of Jonason into the hands of Cece. Right back into the right wing corner. It'll be Kaya Hale on the forecheck along with Clifford. McIntosh pinching in. Gasol pulls it out. Off the skates of number 13, Watanabe. Back in the hands of Satterstrom to McIntosh. Far side for Claire Clifford. Clifford backhands one of his own, John Morrison style. Right wing corner, Eagles going to work. Krantz, Hale in the forecheck. Krantz tops it off for Gasol. Satterstrom comes in. Gasol rips one off the left wing or right wing halfway. He's going to say it's tipped. And McIntosh going to pick things up. McIntosh in front of Sunderbrook. Out towards Hale. Hale in the neutral zone. Bounces one forward to Satterstrom. Picked off by the Eagles. Pushed in by Wu. Collected by Liebecker. In front of the bus. Fired a shot. Saved by Sunderbrook. McIntosh going to put Liebecker into the wall. Right wing corner. Coming in is going to be picked up by Liebecker once again. Fired a shot. Stick saved by Sunderbrook. Rebound to the far side for the Eagles. Gwynn. Top of the left circle, high slot, fires a shot wide right of Sunderbrook. Rebound here to the near side for Wu. Wu picked up here by Gwynn. Popped loose by Satterstrom. Wu coming in towards Sunderbrook. Rebound here to the near side. Cyrek going to drag one past Hale. Hale on the deep offense side of it, sends one down. That's going to be an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 12:32 to go here in the period. Face-off goes into the right wing circle. Your lineup out there now for the Sabres is going to be Kate Watson at center, Graby and Weaver in the slot, along with Nemke, Karame on the half wall. Face-off won by Watson to Karame, goes DDD to Nemke behind Sunderbrook and sends it right back over to Karame. Karame a little bit of time and space, right side, up off the glass, trying to spring Weaver loose on that stretch pass, and it was snuffed out by the Eagles. Back in the left wing corner, pass Nemke, collected by Liebecker. Out to the point, intercepted by Graby, who pushes one out of the zone. Liebecker going to collect it. Here she comes with speed. Watson forced her to throw it away into the right wing corner. It's going to be Karame, avoids the hit there. She hit the brakes and let her fly right by, but it's kept in by the Eagles' Cyric. Off the skates of Karame now behind the corner. Karame trying to bash one out to the point, kept in by Cyric. Here comes Graby, top of the right circle, firing a shot by Wu, blocked by Weaver, and the puck's going to trickle out of zone, and the Eagles are going to regroup. Wisner, right back up the boards to Wu, in front of Karame. Liebecker has the net, fired a backhand shot, and she slid it in between the legs of Sunderbrook. At 11:38 to go here in period number 2. Liebecker gets on the board and makes this game 2-1, folks. As we make our way back out to center ice. Out there now for the Sabres. Jaboskova, Wallander, and Clifford up front. Vasily and Schultz on D. Face-off one to Schultz. Schultz to Vasily. Vasily trying to hit Jaboskova. Over the stick of JJ here to the near side. Collected by Krantz, who's going to slam one out of the zone. Pulled right back in by number 11, Brattain, who sends over to Krantz, far side. Kicked right back into Jaboskova. Around Schuler, bottom of the right, Schuler has the net, fires a shot, saved by Chelko. No rebound given at 11:16 remaining here in period number 2. JJ wanted to call, and she did not get it. Face-off goes to the right wing circle. It'll be Connolly on your draw against Wallander. Cece heads to the half wall, Jaboskova in the slot, and Schultz and Vasily on D, and here comes the Eagles. Blocked by Vasily, and they tried a headman pass, picked up the loose change, going to be Jaboskova, sauce across to Clifford. Clifford, top of the left circle, sends it to the point for Schultz. Schultz back to Cece, left wing corner. High point for Vasily, curls, fires a shot! Looking for Wallander in front of the blue paint there. Directed in the left wing corner. Wallander going to swing over to the far side. Jaboskova goes for the line change, and it'll be collected by O'Brien. Intercepted by Wallander. Wallander to Clifford. Clifford top of the broken up by Krantz. Chipped out of the zone by Brattain. And it's going to slide all the way down to the right wing corner in front of Sunderbrook. McIntosh, right to left, circles it back around here to Stamp. Past the reaching hands of Stamp, cut off by Monaco. Connolly throws it into the corner. Sophia going to pick up the loose change. Here comes Monaco at speed. She pushing it up the ice, now hits the center. Monaco against Krantz, coming in, drops her off for Stamp. Picked back up by Connolly, fished out there by Krantz. Monaco comes in, sent out of the zone by the Eagles. Puck's going to slide down, no icing. It'll be DeBus coming in, left wing corner now. DeBus, right wing side, curls back around, hits McIntosh, D to D. McIntosh bounces one to Silliman. Out of the zone it goes. It'll be Gasol and Monaco coming in on the forecheck. Stamp trapping left. Bounces it into the hands of McIntosh. Good forecheck there by Monaco and Stamp. McIntosh throws one forward, intercepted by Gasol, and here she comes in front of McIntosh. Right side. McIntosh going to take her into the right wing corner. Coming down low, centering pass broken up by DeBus. DeBus over to McIntosh. Puck is loose towards Stamp. High slot, fired a shot. Saved by Sunderbrook. No rebound given as Monaco came out to try to block the shot. Sunderbrook makes the save at 9:39 to go here in period number 2. Face-off going to go into the right wing circle to the left of Sunderbrook. Your lineup out there now for the Sabres will be Watson on your draw. Graby and Weaver in the slot. Referee blowing the whistle saying back up. Nemke on your half wall. Karame in the slot in the I formation with Graby. And Weaver was left post. Karame up off the glass, trying to spring Weaver. Swatted at by Graby. Kick forward by Gasol. Picked up by Nate Watson. It's 3-on-2 the other way to back checker. Watson tries to split the 3 players. Had Graby open on the right side. Weaver from the high side. That's going to be a center Weaver. Sabres goal! Top shelf where Mama hides the cookies. Here it comes. Watson collapsed on by 3. Picked up by Weaver. Weaver buries one bar down. Top shelf where Mama hides the cookies. 9:22 to go here in the period. And Cinnamon Weaver ties things up with a sweet shot from the high slot. As we make our way back out to center ice, Graby, Watson, and Weaver. Karame and Nemke on D. Nemke up to Weaver. Weaver backhands one past Schuler. Into the right wing corner. Cyric going to cut off Watson. Watson knocked it loose. Graby comes and tries to bust up the play. Woo backhands it over to Schuler here to the near side. Schuler bottom left circle over to Gwynn. Cut off by Weaver. Tripped up, no call. Schuler collects the loose change over to Cyric. Far side. Cyric out. Intercepted by Graby. Picked up by Woo on the loose change. Hits Liebecker. High slot. Here she comes. Backhands one towards Sunderbrook. Saved by Sunderbrook. Looking for Gwynn on the tap in there. Broken up there by Karame behind the net. And she sends it up here to the near side for Graby, who's going to fire one down for the icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 8:45 to go here in the second period. Coach Murray goes for the line change. Out there now. Wallander at center. Jaboskova and Clifford in the slot. Vasily down in the I formation behind Wallander. And Sergeant Schultz along the half wall. We're going to get a whistle. And somebody's getting booted, maybe? Referee here to the left side is none too happy with somebody encroaching the circle. Wallander still on your draw along with Wu. Gwynn coming in against Jaboskova. Puck is loose for Vasily. She tried to knock it out of the zone. It's Gwynn on the back check there and chips it behind the net in the left wing corner for Sergeant Schultz. Schultz bashes one up the boards, and we are going to get a penalty. I didn't see it, folks, but somebody from the Sabre, looks like Vasily's going to the sin bin, it looks like. Let's see the indication on the call. Roughing will be the call on Ads Vasily here in period number 2 at 8:30 to go. And the Sabres are going to be shorthanded once again. Third time in the contest, folks. This penalty kill brought to you by Tim Hortons. There's always time for Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons, the official Canadian coffee of the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres parents. Wisner to Gasol. Monaco is your penalty killer out there with Stamp, DeBus, and McIntosh on D. Behind the net from Gretzky's office. McIntosh going to pin in Wisner. Or it's going to be O'Brien. Looks for fire, shot. Saved by Sunderbrook. Picked back up by Liebecker. Out to Gasol. Monaco met Gasol. Firing a shot blocker. Saved by Sunderbrook. Directed right in the slot for Stamp, who's going to fire one all the way down and clears it. At 8:01, it's going to be Sophia Monaco on the forecheck here. Forces Wisner to go back behind it. Monaco ties it up in the left wing corner. Monaco picks it up. Popped it loose. It's still Monaco battling it out. Liebecker picks it to loose change. Trying to headman it over to Gasol. Gasol pushing it across the blue line, high left circle. Stamp coming in, fires the shot. Saved by Sunderbrook. No rebound given by number 30. At 7:42 to go here in the period. And a $1:13 remaining on that Timmy Hortons PK. Coach Murray goes for the line change. It's going to be Watson and Cece up front. Nemke and Karami are your defenders with Karami on the half wall. Clifford and Nemke in the slot. Face off. Won by Watson. Picked up by number 13 of the Eagles. That's going to be Watanabe. Right wing handful. Connolly over to Krantz. Krantz over to the far side for Cyric. Met by Karami, who poke checks it free. Kept in by Krantz in front of the Eagle benches. Slam behind the net of Sunderbrook here to the right wing corner for Wu. Wu, right wing half wall. Push towards Connolly, met by Nemke. Backing up is going to be Wu in the corner. Cut off by Karami. Thrown back up the strong side for Connolly. Out to the point for Krantz. Krantz, high slot. Fires a shot. Tipped by the Eagles back left wing corner. Out to the point for Krantz, who's going to have to pick it back up and throws over to Cyric. Met by Karami. Bodies are off it. Chip loose by Watson. Puck to the dance to the blue line. Offside should be the call. Karami gets to it and clears it down with 28 seconds to go on that Timmy Hortons PK. Clifford on the forecheck there, forced Chelko to play it faster than maybe she liked. Wu behind the net for Krantz, looking to set things up now. 18 seconds to go. Clifford takes away the cross-ice pass, and they go from the far side. Now they hit it here to the near side for Connolly in front of Sergeant Schultz. Schultz forced to go to the corner. Henry pass broken up there by DeBus. Picked up by Clifford. Clifford on a foot race against Krantz with 3 seconds to go. Picked up by Cyric now. We are even strength, trying to send one to the net. And it's going to be collected by Watanabe, who sends it over to Wu. Schultz unable to collect the loose change. Connolly here to the near side. Pop loose by Watson. Watson to Silliman. Silliman to center. Tries to make a move around it. Tied up by Cyric. Collected by Krantz. And Silliman forced her to throw it off the inboards behind her own net for Connolly. And the Eagles trying to break one out. Intercepted by McIntosh. McIntosh to Wallander. Wallander going to send one into the corner. It's going to be Sanderstrom on the forecheck, and Chelko is going to freeze it as Madrid came rushing in hard at 6 minutes to go here in period number 2. Face-off goes to the left wing circle. Your lineup now for the Sabres. Sanderstrom, Wallander, and Silliman up front. McIntosh and Vasily on D. Sanderstrom tied up by Gasol. Poke check, loose by Silly. Top of the left circle, Silliman fires a shot. Shot blocked by Gasol, bounces in front of Chelko into the right wing corner for Wisner. And she tips it, little give and go right back, but Silliman going to pick it up down low. Silliman to Madrid, Sanderstrom broken up by Gasol. Wallander coming in now. Poke check by Gasol into the hands of number 11, Brattain. Knocked loose by Sanderstrom. Collected by McIntosh inside her own zone. Hits Vasily. Little backhand pass to Silly, who slams one down the right wing corner. No icing. Gets waved off. Gasol coming in. Wallander trying to line her up. Gasol avoids the hit. Makes a move around Jaboskova. McIntosh in a one-on-one with Gasol. Weaver comes in. Gasol tries a toe drag. Broken up by McIntosh, who wraps around here to the near side. Jaboskova going to dig it out of the wall. Here comes the Sabres. 4-on-2. It's going to be Jaboskova. Sauce across to Gravy. Gravy fires a forehand shot. Saved by Chelko. Chopped loose by Jaboskova. Picked up by Cyric. Knocked off by Gravy. Gravy stands up Cyric at the inside the right wing half wall. Cyric slow to get up. It's picked up by Weaver, wrapping around to Jaboskova. Left wing hash marks. JJ sends one across for Gravy. Gravy fans on it over to Nemke. Nemke right side. Right wing hash marks. Fires one down behind the net. Wrapping around here to the near side for Karame. Poke check loose by the Eagles. Karame steps in and pins it into the wall. Puck is picked up by Gwynn. Forcing up to the outside to Cyric. Gravy comes in, sent up the boards, intercepted by Nemke. Nemke trying to hit Weaver, picked off by Cyric. High slot, Cyric coming across towards Gravy. Fires one to the left. Gravy and Cyric go down. Knocked loose by Weaver. Weaver left wing hash marks trying to ice it. Kept in by Schuler. Fired a shot, saved by Sunderbrook. Cyric slow to get up. Folks, she does not look good here. She looks like she's hurt. I'm not sure if she caught a spear or what. Poke checked in the right wing corner by Karame. Intercepted by Liebecker. Top of the right circle. Swing and a miss by Weaver. Back in the hands of Liebecker. Puck's like glue on that girl's stick. High point, left point. Firing a shot by Krantz. Rebound here to the near side. And the Sabres need a line change out of his own past Schuler. And it's going to be headed out on the ice. Here comes Savannah Stamp. Cramps tries to go for the home run pass into the hands of Gwynn. 3-on-1. Sergeant Schultz comes trucking in. Liebecker fires a shot. Missing the net here to the near side. Punch forward by Silliman, knocked free by Monaco, picked back up by Gwynn, who's going to drop it off to the 5 slot. Firing a shot is Gasol. Blocked by the Sabres, picked up by Hale. Hale trying to sell it out, picked up by Monaco. It's Monaco and Stamp in a 2-on-1 against Gasol. Monaco comes in, fires a shot off the face mask of the Chelko. Out to the point, off the stick of DeBus. Picked up by Sergeant Schultz. Schultz top left circle inside her own zone. She's got plenty of time and space. Schultz pushing it up the ice. Behind Weaver here, we'll find Hale here to the near side. Schultz shoves one into the corner. Gasol going to try to run her off. Here comes Monaco for support. Bounced out to the point for Hale covering D. Kicked loose by Connolly. Picked up here by Monaco at center, popped it free. Here stepping up is going to be DeBus. DeBus at center going to fire one in off the stick of Connolly. Chipped inside the zone. Here comes the Eagles the other way, trying to split it. Broken up by DeBus off the stick of Connolly in the right wing corner. DeBus comes in, picks it a loose change behind Sunderbrook. Right to left on the far side. Off the skates of Stamp. Firing a shot is going to be O'Brien. Drops it off to Schuler. Schuler fires a shot. Saved by Sunderbrook. Picked up by DeBus. Try to send one out off the shin guards of Schuler. And it's going to be Wallander on the forecheck as Wisner picks it up. She sauces over here to the near side. Eagles trying to set things up. Going to catch him in a little bit of a line change here. Here comes O'Brien, or Brattain fires a shot. Saved by Sunderbrook. Clifford touches one forward. Jaboskova knocked off the puck. Is going to be JJ by Schuler. Puck slides the other way. JJ kicked the stick of O'Brien all the way down. The puck's going to slide, and it'll be McIntosh going to get it. That's going to be an icing. A lot of fast and furious action, folks. 2:10 to go here in period number 2. We've got ourselves an icing, and we're going to bring that one all the way back. Face off to the right wing circle in the offensive zone for the Maroon Marauders. Jaboskova and Clifford flanking Wallander. Vasily and McIntosh are your defenders from right to left. Wallander on your draw, won it cleanly back to Ads. Ads right point, sends it to McIntosh, who walks in and fires a shot. Glove saved by Chelko. No rebound given. And Wallander, she didn't like something in front of the net. Gave Schuler a shot there. 2:01 to go here in period number 2. Wallner on your draw. Clifford in the slot. Jaboskov on the left wing half wall. Wallner tied up. Face off one to the far side for the Eagles. Here they come on the far side. Helms intercepted by McIntosh. Up to Jaboskova. 2-on-2. Jaboskova against Gasol. Fire the shot. Saved by Chelko. Rebound in the corner for Clifford. Clifford past Krantz. Down low for Gasol. Met by Wallner. Wallner had a chance to line up Gasol and didn't take it. Slashed the stick out of her hand, and that's going to be a penalty probably on Jaboskova. Here on the right side, Cyric broken up there by Nemke into the left wing corner. Gasol going to collect it. Up the half wall for Cece, who finally touches it up. Slashing will be the call with 89 seconds to go here in the period. JJ headed to the sin bin for slashing. That is the 4th penalty of the contest for the Sabres. One more penalty in this game. And if you have a ticket to today's game, you get yourself a coupon for a free crumble cookie. That coupon only good on Sundays. Your penalty kill brought to you by Classic Packaging of Northbrook, Illinois. Classic Packaging, you can't have a penalty without a box. Your penalty killers out there now are going to be Monaco and Stamp, along with Karame and Nemke. Far side. Wisner over to Gasol towards Monaco. Fires a shot. Blocker saved by Sunderbrook. Bouncing off the dashboard to the left point. Kept in by Wisner. Broken up by Karame in the left wing corner. Met by O'Brien. Stamp coming in. Popped it free for Gwynn. Picked up by Wisner. Towards Karame. He's knocked loose by Stamp. Here to the Devil's door. Fired out of the zone by Nemke. All the way to Chelko, who's going to play it. Monaco on the forecheck. Here comes Wisner. Monaco going to chase her behind the net. Trying to body her off the puck. Here to the near side. Gwynn goes cross ice for Liebecker. Stamp and Monaco back checking now. Into the point left slide. Liebecker looking to set things up. Going behind the net left to right. Out to the point here. Cyric against Monaco. Monaco backing up. High slot for Krantz. Fires one wide left. Nemke had O'Brien tied up. 30 seconds to go. Trying to fire it. Shot blocked by Stamp and Nemke. And firing it into the left wing corner. Clearing the zone. Sabres get the line change in. Out comes Sergeant Schultz along with DeBus. Clifford and Wallner inside the zone. Top of the right, left circle. Back behind the door. Here's Cyric. We're near side. Chipped it past Schultz. Wu coming in against DeBus. Wu hits the brakes. Bottom of the right circle. Straight past the front. Over the crossbar as number 13 had a good look there. Watanabe. And that sound is the end of the period. So at the end of 2, it's tied up here at JP Parise Arena. The Sabres are 2, the Eagles are 2, as we head to the second intermission. This second intermission brought to you by Villaggio's Italian Ristorante in Roselle, Illinois. Villaggio's, voted the #1 Italian restaurant in Roselle by me and Gianna. Stop in and see Berto, Edgar, Hugo, Brenda. Tell them I said hi, folks. Enjoy the intermission. Oh, it's the ice cut intermission. Go get yourself a beer, maybe a sandwich, some pork rinds. Come on back. See you in about 10 minutes. Welcome back, folks. It's the final frame here in J.P. Parisi Arena in beautiful Faribault, Minnesota. Your starting lineup here for the third period. Stamp and Monaco up front. Nemke and Karame on D. Sunderbrook has the net. 17 minutes are on the clock, and we are on a Classic Packaging PK. Classic Packaging of Northbrook, Illinois. Classic Packaging. You can't have a penalty without a box. Here to the near side is going to be picked up by Stamp, going to drop it off for Nemke, who's going to clear one all the way down into the left wing corner. Picked up by Wisner with Monaco on the forecheck. Wisner left to right, forgot the puck behind that. Met by Monaco behind the net. Here she goes. Monaco going to work on Quinn. Monaco gets cross-check, no call. Here to the near side for Liebecker. Out of the zone, it goes in front of the Eagle benches. Picked up here by Karame, knocked down by Gassot. Gassot coming in far side past Gravy. Blocked by Watson. Into the hands of Nemke. And we are even strength, folks. It's going to be all the way down right wing corner. Schuler or Gravy with Weaver trapping on the left side. Gravy trying to drag one over right wing corner. She does against Liebecker. Popped loose by Liebecker back down low. Far side trickling off. Gwynn and Weaver pinching in as Sergeant Schultz. Gassot wraps one around here to the near side. Out towards O'Brien. Chip past Vasily all the way down on the left wing corner by the Zamdors. Collected by Mackenzie. Gravy dropping it off for Ads Vasily. Vasily to Weaver. Weaver trying to push one out past Schuler. Kept him by the Eagles. Left wing corner met by the Eagles number 11. Said her name the whole time was Brittain. All the way down, that's going to go for the icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 15:36 to go here in the period. Face-off going to go to the left of Sunderbrook's glove. It's going to be DeBus and McIntosh on D. Gravy and Weaver flanking Watson. However, Weaver and Gravy going to be in the slot. Referee going all the way down here. He must have been having some words with the coach of Culver. Not sure what's going on. And they are going to slide down. Referees are headed back towards the net of Chelko. Going to take a look at something here off the back of the net. If there's a hole back there or something, looking for something, and they must be looking at something to the ice here, folks, but I'm not sure what they saw. The coach talking to the referee. Referee's like, I don't know what you're talking about. They're going to head back over to the right wing circle here. It's going to be Watson on your draw against Connolly. Face off one to the point for Cyrek. Cyrek going to fire one, knocked down by DeBus. DeBus, top of our circle, throws one in the neutral into the hands of Cyrek. Cyrek pulling it back, goes right back up the ice. Blocked by McIntosh. McIntosh to Gravy, drops it off for Watson. Watson will saucer past the DeBus. DeBus across the Sabre line to center. Fires one towards Weaver. Weaver unable to get it in deep. It's picked up by the Sabres on the far side. Jonason heading on his own, and it's going to be Connolly with a step on McIntosh. Looks to fire a shot. Saved by Sunderbrook. No rebound given as she smothers it just in front of the goal line in the blue paint at 15:04 to go here in the period. Connolly had a step on McIntosh. Sunderbrook with the big save. Coming up big is number 30. It'll be Wallander on your draw now. Nemke, Sanderstrom, and Clifford in the slot. And it's going to be Karame on the half wall. Out to Gassot, met by Sanderstrom. Top of the right circle. Liebecker goes in, sends one down looking for the give and go. Try to stuff one in. Slide across blue paint in front of Sunderbrook. Wu going to work here. Knocked loose by Wallander. Wallander going to hit Sanderstrom. Kept in by Gassot. Gassot, a little spinorama. Blocked by the Wallander. Picked up here by Clifford. Clifford chips one to Wallander. She's got Sanderstrom on a break. Wallander hangs onto it, goes across the blue line, high slot, comes in right wing side. Karame, top of the right circle. Wallander try to hit Karame, intercepted by Liebecker. Liebecker up to Gassot. Gassot across the Eagle line, goes cross ice to Gwynn. In front of Karame and Nemke. Gwynn makes a move. Karame gonna put a little shoulder to the grill of Gwynn. Smothered by Sunderbrook at 14:18 to go here in the period. And an offensive zone face-off for the Eagles. Monaco on your draw. Stamp and Silliman in the slot with Vasily. Schultz on a half wall. Face-off won by Wu. Monaco tripped up. Picked up by Gwynn. Fired off the back of the net. Back of the end boards here. Left wing corner. Come down low. Monaco going to put her into the wall. Looking for support. Here comes Vasily. Fished out of here by Gwynn towards Silliman. Pop loose, bottom left circle in the hands of Vasily. Vasily look for Stamp. Off the stick of Gasol. Punch forward by Gasol towards Monaco. Taken off the puck by Stamp. Poke check by Schultz. High right slot, fires a shot. Blocker saved by Sunderbrook. Picked up by Schultz. Schultz going to slam one up on the glass. Over helm stick into the hands of Gasol. Sauce across here to the near side for Linebacker against Monaco. Monaco going to force Linebacker to hit the brakes. Poke check by Sophia down in the left wing corner for Schultz, who's going to rip one to the far side. Stamp got to go get it out to the point for Cyric. Off the stick of DeBus down behind the net. Here comes Schultz. Helm coming in towards Monaco now. Monaco going to pick up the loose change, right wing side. Sends it over to Silliman here to the near side. Silliman against 3. Silliman to center. Gets in, backhands one in the Jalmerson stop, but it's knocked down by Cyric. Collected up here by Jonason. Here to the near side, met by Kate Watson. Watson going to run her off, picked up by DeBus. Right in front of the Sabre blue line. Jonason going to pick it back up, trying to hit Watanabe, and it's into the right wing corner for McIntosh. McIntosh, one hands went over to DeBus. Blocked by Jonason, coming in is Weaver, trucking down to the left wing corner to get it. It's Weaver versus 2 now. Puck is spinning a dime. Weaver punches him out to the point. Weaver muscles one out of the zone. It's going to be Weaver along with Graby. Weaver, right side, across ice, slammed in by Graby, saved by Shelko, and headed into the net is going to be Cyric. She went in head first at 12:44. What a play by Weaver to Graby. Graby slammed one hard there on the Devil's door, but Chelko with the nice save at 12:44 to keep this a tie game. Face off to the right wing circle. It's going to be Graby, Watson, and Weaver up front. Nemke and Karame on D from right to left. Graby, top of that right circle along the half wall. Watson wins the draw towards Schuler. Over to Graby. Graby to Nemke. Nemke right point. Fires one off the stick of O'Brien, and into the rafters it goes and makes its way back down to the ice. Face-off stays in the right wing circle. Watson going to take the draw once again. Graby heads back over to the hash marks now. Weaver, top of the left circle in the slot. Watson on your draw. Tried to send one to Weaver. Picked up here by O'Brien. Weaver trips her up, no call. Nemke goes cross ice for Graby. Graby in front of the Eagle benches, rips one behind the net of Chelko. Chelko going to slow it up. Watson comes in. Boy, Kate Watson just missed on a connection there. She would have had the goalie out of position, and that would have been trouble. It's Krantz in the left wing corner. Pass Clifford, broken up by Graby, kept in by Karame. Karame muscling her way to the corner. Krantz gets to it first, sends it to Schuler. Schuler trying to push it up the ice to O'Brien. Broken up by Wallner at center. Wallner going to send one in deep. Wallner down in the corner on the forecheck against Schuler. She goes D to Krantz. Picked up by Cece. Clifford drags one forward. Looking for JJ. High slot. Jaboskova fires a shot. Shot blocked by O'Brien. Chip forward. Back in the hands of Jaboskova. Tries to go over to Schultz. Out of the zone it goes. And the Sabres are going to have to regroup. The Eagles get the much needed line change in. Sabres are working from left to right in case you missed it. 11:43 to go here in the period. Jaboskova, top of the right circle. Drops it off for Vasily. Vasily bounces one towards JJ. Intercepted by Gasol, who throws one right back the other way. Wrapping around to the far side for Schultz. Schultz chips one out past Wu, intercepted by Gasol. Coming in is going to be Jaboskova along with Wallander. Gasol hanging on to the puck. High across blue line, dragging one forward. Still hangs on to Gasol. Back door for Wu. Broken up for Liebecker. Fire shot wide left to Sunderbrook. Rebound for Schultz. On the far side, kept in by Gwynn past Jaboskova. Picked up by Wu. Wu to the slot for Gwynn. Fired a shot. Saved by Sunderbrook. Here to the near side for Clifford. Up off the glass. Kept knocked down by Gasol. Picked back up by Cece. Clifford going to send one in. Right wing corner down behind the net for Chelko. Collected by Wisner with Cece on the forecheck. Pass Liebecker into the hands of Gasol. Here to the near side. Met by Monaco. Gasol makes a move. Sauces one over here to the near side for Gwynn. In front of the bus. Top of the right show. Poke check by Eloise. Picked up by McIntosh. Collected by Monaco on the far side. Monaco pops it loose off of Wu. Picked up by DeBus. Right to left here to the near side. DeBus looking to hit Sullivan. Out to Silly. Try to touch pass towards Monaco. Broken up by Liebecker into the hands of Wisner. Monaco on the forecheck. Sauce across. Off the stick of Watanabe for McIntosh. McIntosh with a little bit of time and space. Hits Sullivan here to the near side. Sullivan right side. Comes in. Face to face. Fires the shot. Saved by Chelko. No rebound given as McIntosh crashes along with Stamp on the left post. And forcing a whistle at 10:18. No rebound given by Chelko. Monaco on your draw. Stamp in the slot. Silly on the half wall. Monaco face off. Gets to it. Into the right wing corner for Helm. Right side. Met by Stamp. Breaking it out towards Watanabe. Here to the near side. Broken up by Sullivan. Picked back up by Schuler. Headmans it over here to the near side. Monaco against Jonason. Monaco cuts her off for DeBus. DeBus sends it over to McIntosh, far side. Helm keeps it in, McIntosh pinned in. Backing up is going to be Monaco, is going to be Jonason. Stamp picks it up here, out of the zone, pass Silliman into the hands of Schuler. Schuler goes cross ice. Jonason in front of McIntosh, fires a shot, saved by Sunderbrook. Picked up here by Helm. Chip down low, coming in is McIntosh. Back to Jonason. Over in the left wing corner for Helm. Coming in is going to be Silliman. Popped it loose from McIntosh. Bouncing puck is loose. Monaco comes in, bodies it loose. Monaco to Nemke. Nemke up to Gravy. Picked off by Cyrus. Back to Gravy. Gravy, she's got Silliman here to the near side. Silliman comes up the ice. 1-on-1 in front of Schuler. Nemke has the net. Silliman and Nemke just missing on the connection, left wing corner. Nemke out to the point for Karami. Karami fires. Blocked by O'Brien. Picked up by Schuler. Knocked loose at the top left circle for Bertain. Coming in is Watson. Gravy on the offensive side of it now at 9:13 to go here in the period. A 2-on-2 battle. One into the hands of Cyric of the Eagles. And here they come up the near side for O'Brien in front of Nemke. Top of the left circle. Chips one forward. Knocked down by O'Brien. Fired a shot. Saved by Sunderbrook. Little fancy stick handling there by O'Brien as she flipped one up in the air and then knocked it out of midair in between the legs of Nemke. But a shot and a save by Sunderbrook at 8:58 to go here in the period. It'll be Weaver along with Watson and Satterstrom up front. Watson on your draw, Vasily on the half wall, Sergeant Schultz in the slot. Left wing corner it goes. Coming in is Schultz and Vasily. Up the boards to Weaver. Weaver chips one past Krantz. Satterstrom on a forecheck. Krantz picks it a loose change. Weaver trapping right. Satterstrom left. Krantz behind the net of Chelko. Right to left. Trying to drop it off for Gasso. She does. Here comes Watson on the forecheck now. Weaver backing up off her skates. Collected by Watson. Going to chip one past Gasso. Satterstrom going to work. Down the corner against Krantz and Gasso. Satterstrom hanging on to it. Chips it over to Watson. Weaver in the high slot. Loose change collected by O'Brien. Popped loose by off the skates of Satterstrom. Collected by Connolly in front of McIntosh. McIntosh going to poke check it in the right wing corner at 8:20. Two number 7's going to work. Drug out of the wall by DeBus. DeBus here to the near side. Harassed by Gwynn. DeBus going to muscle it forward. Kept in by Liebecker. Makes a move around Watson. Looks to fire a shot. Off the crossbar and out of play it goes at 8:06 here in the third period. Face-off goes into the right wing circle. Making the left wing circle. Shout out to all the fans watching the game up in Lake Tomahawk, Wisconsin. Hope you all are enjoying the broadcast up there. Your lineup out there for the Sabres is going to be Wallner along with Javoskova and Clifford. Blue liners are going to be McIntosh and DeBus. Centering pass in the slot, broken up by Wallner into the hands of Liebecker. Poke check by McIntosh. Out to the point for Wisner against Clifford. Clifford trying to get to it. Wisner sends one left wing half wall. Knocked loose by Wu. Coming in is Wallner to pick her pocket. Somebody call the cops. Out of the zone it goes. It'll be Cyric in a foot race against Javoskova. Cyric going to go D to D behind the net for Wisner. Here to the near side. Clifford going to try to drag one out of the right wing hash marks. Kept in by Wallner. Top of the right circle. Into the hands of the Eagles who go D to D behind the net off the end boards of Cyric. Off the skates of Wu. Picked up here by Gwynn in front of Clifford. Here to the near side. Gwynn in front of Nemke. Top of the right circle. Poke check by Nemke. Picked back up by Gwynn. Broken up by Wallner towards Wu. Looking for the backdoor play for Liebecker. No go. Into the left wing corner for Gwynn. Gwynn tied up by Nemke. Here comes Wu trying to drag it out. Wallner popped it loose in front of the Zamdors. Nemke trying to drag it into the corner. Back down low for Gwynn. Centering pass. Nobody holding in front of the net for the Sabres. That was a high danger chance that luckily was in the favor of the Sabres as it trickled out of the zone. Poke check by Javoskova. Picked up by Cyric. Over to stick to Liebecker. Collected back by JJ. JJ, Monaco heads to the net. Pass a little behind her. It'll be Sophia in the right wing corner to Silliman. Silliman top of the right circle. Makes a move around Liebecker. Picked up by Vasily. Vasily fires one shot. Blocked by Wu. Picked up by Jonason. Monaco on the forecheck. She's going to hit the brakes. Monaco going to take her right wing corner. It's Monaco harassing. Forced her to go back behind the net to Cyric. Picked up by Stamp on the forecheck. Out. Kept in by Sergeant Schultz. Schultz fires one towards the net. Into the hands of Wisner. Is going to fire one. Glove down by Vasily. Into the hands of Schultz. Schultz off the skates of Monaco. Hit her right in the foot. Monaco got put into the wall by Schultz. Here to the near side. Coming down low. Cyric fans on it. Picked up by Stamp. That's going to be a Sabres goal! At 6:10 to go here in the period. Let's check the replay, folks. That was all about the pressure on the forecheck. Fanning on it was going to be one of the Eagles, and Savannah Stamp, who came spinning right behind the net to get that puck in. At 6:10 to go here in the third. And the Sabres are leading 3-2. It'll be Kate Watson taking the draw, flanked by Weaver and Gravy. Blue liners are going to be DeBus and McIntosh. Gravy coming in left wing side against Krantz. Poke check by Krantz. Gravy comes in, try and get position on it. Watson comes on the defensive side of it. 2-on-2, 50-50 battle. Watson spins around to the other side now. Gravy still battling it out. Picked up by Watson. Watson bounces out to the point for McIntosh. McIntosh to DeBus, right side. DeBus fires a shot, saved by Chelko. Here to the near side for Gravy. Thrown away by the Eagles on the far side. Jonason chips it out of the zone into the hands of Allie McIntosh. McIntosh to DeBus. DeBus going to Gorbatenko, flip one into the right wing corner. Picked up by Schuler over here to the near side for Krantz. Krantz harassed by Gravy out towards Weaver. Chipped out past Weaver, picked up by Nemke. Nemke over to Karame in front of her own blue line. Karame heads to the penalty boxes, sends one forward to Watson. Watson into Eagles territory, backhands one in John Russo style. Behind the net of Chelko, collected by Krantz. Poke check by Weaver, and a loose change collected by Schuler. Coming in is going to be Wallner. Jonason pushes one all the way down, that's going to be an icing. No icing, he says, waved off. Up here to the near side, Weaver on the stretch pass from Nemke into the right wing corner. Gasol going to pick it up against Wallner. Gasol going to headman it over to Liebecker. Against Karame, one-on-one, head to the net is Gwynn. Saved by Sunderbuck, rebound for Jaboskova. Julie here to the near side. Pushing it up left wing hash marks, Jaboskova out to the point, kept in by Wisner, off the stick of JJ, kept in by Liebecker. Across towards Wallner, sauce across, broken up by Karame. Into the hands of Liebecker, curling around here to the near side, she was looking for the Michigan. High right point to Gasol, comes over to Jaboskova. Shot blocked by JJ to Cece. Glove down by Gasol, JJ dropped it. She didn't drop her stick, folks. No call on the play with the broken stick. Maybe because she didn't make an attempt there. Gwynn fires a shot blocked by Stamp. Stamp going to push it across the line. Chips one past Gasol. Gasol going to collect it. No, Stamp picks up the loose change. Stamp left wing hash marks. Clifford in front of the net. Trying to fire one forward. Saved by Chelko. Coming in is Clifford. Clifford going to push one in towards the net. Monaco came in for the second look opportunity along with Stamp. And Chelko freezes it before anybody from the Sabres can get a piece of it. At 4:02 to go here in period number 3. Face-off going to go to the left wing circle. It'll be Monaco on your draw, flanked by Stamp and Silliman. Sergeant Schultz and Vasily on D. Stamp heads to the slot. Silliman high left point. Monaco on your draw against Connolly. Into the left wing corner it goes. Monaco tying up Cyric. Knocked down by Silliman. A 2-on-2, 50-50 battle. Monaco couldn't get to it. Cyric sends one over here to the near side for Krantz. Stamp coming in on the forecheck now. Out towards O'Brien. Monaco breaks up the play and keeps it in. Throws it down in the corner. Picked up by Krantz. And it's going to be Krantz and Monaco. Monaco knocks it loose for O'Brien. Who picked up by Connolly. Here they come the other way. Chip pass Vasily, left wing circle. Connolly tried to send one forward, and it was off the stick of Sergeant Schultz and out of the zone. Out of play it goes at 3:29 to go here in the period. Face-off goes to the left wing circle. Your lineup out there now for the Sabres. Watson at center. Weaver and Gravy in the slot. McIntosh in the I formation with Weaver. DeBus on the half wall. DeBus sends one out of zone. It's going to slide towards Chelko, who's going to have to play it. And she's going to leave it for Cyric, Gravy, and Weaver on the forecheck. Sauced out here, broken up by DeBus. Puck loose for Gravy. Gravy picks it up here at center. Going to drop it off for Watson. Watson back over to DeBus as Jonason tried to get a piece of it. It's picked up by Watson at center. Now she carries it in right wing side. Watson fires a shot. Saved by Chelko. Rebound for Connolly. Blocked in the breakout pass by Gravy. Picked up by DeBus. DeBus to Watson. Watson in the corner. Tried to get it to Weaver. And it's intercepted by Krantz, who's going to fire one to the left point for McIntosh, who sends it over to DeBus. DeBus back to Gravy. Gravy comes in. Fires a shot from the left face off that. Glove down by DeBus on the rebound. Shot saved by Chelko as she gloved it out of midair and falls on top of it at 2:44 to go here in period number 3. Face-off goes to the right wing circle. It's going to be Wallner at center. Clifford and Jaboskova are your wingers from right and left. JJ in the slot, CC on the half wall. Blue liners, Nemke and Karame. Wallner on your draw. Face-off won by Wallner, picked up by Wisner. Down behind the net, JJ going to work here, dragging into pass Gasol, left wing corner, out to the point for Karame. Karame fires the shot, saved by Chelko. No rebound given. Wisner had, I thought it was Schuler. Wisner had Clifford tied up, but no rebound was given by number 29 to begin with. Clifford in the slot. Wallner on your draw. Creeping in was going to be Jaboskova. Gasol going to slam one over here to the near side. Out it goes. That's going to slide all the way down for the icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 2:29 to go here in period number 3. Face off to the right wing circle once again. Wallner going to take your draw. Jaboskova in the slot. Clifford on the half wall. Nemke and Karami. Face off to Karami, high left point. Karami tries the back window to Clifford. She does. Makes a move around the defender. Trying to drop it off for Wallner, and it was picked off by the Eagles' Wisner. And Wisner going to fire one out to Gwynn. Past the reaching hands of Karami. No icing. It gets waved off. Nemke comes in, sends it past Liebecker to Karami, right wing corner. Out to JJ. Kept in by Gasol. Is firing a shot. Saved by Sunderbrook. Karami right side now. Pinching in is going to be Wu. Loose change for JJ. It's 4-on-2 the other way. Karami goes for line change, make it 3-on-2, and JJ tried to send it over to Wallander. And it goes right back the other way into the hands of Eagles. And here comes Wu in front of Schultz. Poke check by Schultz. Picked up by Wu back in the right wing corner. It goes for Sophia Monaco. Monaco's got Clifford here to the near side. Monaco hits Cece. Cece versus 4. Going to send one into the left wing corner. It's Monaco against Gasol. Forced her to throw it here to the near side to Krantz. Krantz breaking it up. Pitching up is going to be Vasily against O'Brien. Pass Satterstrom, 2-on-2. Monaco going to have to truck over. Fighter shot is Jonason. Saved by Sunderbrook. Picked up by Vasily. Backhands one out of the zone. Collected by Cyric. Makes the move around Stamp. Towards Satterstrom. Here comes Monaco on the far side. Monaco going to puck protector in the corner. Blocked it loose by Sophia. In between the legs of Schultz. Knocked free to hands of Sophia. Picked up by Jonason. Sauced out to the point for Cyric. Over to the near side for O'Brien. Back in left wing corner, O'Brien against Vasily, now towards Monaco. Sauced in front, off the skates of Schultz to Monaco. Monaco couldn't clear it as she hit it to one of the players from the Eagles. Right in front of the net, fire a shot, saved by Sunderbrook. Picked up by Monaco. Monaco left to right, gonna fire one out, look to ice it. She does with just under a minute to go. Make that 47.6 seconds remaining here in the third, and we're gonna bring that one all the way back. Face off, gonna go to the right wing circle. I'm actually surprised. We're going to get timeout from the Eagles. I thought we were probably surprised they haven't pulled the goaltender yet. But we have a timeout by the Eagles with 47.6 seconds to go here in the period. This timeout brought to you by Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey. Fireball. Ignite the night. At least that's what it says on the bottle anyway. Enjoy the timeout, folks. Welcome back, folks. Coming out of the timeout, it's 6-on-5. Your lineup for the Sabres will be Watson, Weaver, and Gravy up front. DeBus and McIntosh on D. Over to Gwynn. Into the right wing corner, playing some area hockey is going to be the Eagles. Off to Gasol. Firing a shot blocked by McIntosh in the left wing corner. Rebound for Gwynn. Gwynn to the point for Wisner. Resetting is going to be the Sabres. Gasol, shot blocked by Gravy. 28 seconds to go. Wisner sends one over the hands of Gwynn. Chipped out of the zone by Watson. That'll be an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 21.8 seconds to go. Face off into the left wing circle to the right of Sunderbrook. Watson on your draw. Weaver and Gravy in the slot. McIntosh in the half wall. DeBus in the I formation behind Watson. It's going to be Watson versus Wu on the faceoff. It's going to be Weaver along with Liebecker pushing on each other. Weaver gave shot to Liebecker here. Here to the near side. Gwynn going to send it out to Wisner. Out of the zone it goes. It's going to be Weaver on the forecheck here. Gasol in a foot race. Here to the near side, Gasol going to pick it up, backing up as Weaver makes a move around Gravy. Gasol coming in with 9 seconds. Poke check loose in front of the blue line. Picked up here by DeBus. DeBus going to fire one off the stick of Watson, and O'Brien going to have to collect it, and they're going to have to touch back up, fires one down, and that sound is the end of the game. Your final score here at J.P. Parise Arena is going to be the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres 3 and the Culver Academy Eagles 2. As we head over to our favorite part of the broadcast, Rockies recap. For the visiting Culver Academy Eagles, the lone penalty on Krantz tripping in the first period at 48.3 seconds. Goals scored by Gasol on the power play in the first at 8:10 and Liebecker at 11:38 in period number 2. For your home team and victorious Shattuck St. Mary Sabres, penalties on Wallner tripping in the first at 15:43. McIntosh cross-checking at 8:33 in period number 1. Vasily roughing in the second at 8:30, and Jamoskova with the slash at 1:29 in period number 2. Goals scored by Claire Clifford at 12:27 in the first. Cinnamon Weaver assisted by Kate Watson at 9:22 in the second period, and your game winner on the turnover, Savannah Stamp at 6:10 here in period number 3. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Thank you for watching. Once again, your final score here from Faribault, Minnesota. The Shattuck St. Mary Sabres 3 and the Culver Academy Eagles 2. And as we sign off for the evening, we will see you tomorrow morning at 0800 as the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres 16U squad takes on Culver Academy with a 10 a.m. game following. That'll be 19U Shattuck St. Mary Sabres. And you know what the 0800 stands for? The O stands for in the 0800? Oh my God, it's early for hockey. So, as we sign off for the evening, good night, Minnesota Lakers Grandma, wherever you are.